Mm-hmm.
Did he leave a family?
Huh?
Did he leave a family, wife and kids? That's 49's awfully young to die.
That's what I don't know.
I don't think there's any snowy plovers on this beach.
No, they probably are. They're so small you can't see them.
Really?
You might see them over there.
On the bar?
Yeah, because there's water access over there. They'll be on the shore. Because they do nest up in the sand, so. They nest out in the open, actually, but then once the chicks hatch, then they move it up into the dunes back behind the shore, far from the shore.
So you've actually seen them?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are they here year-round?
No, they migrate back to Mexico. So whenever you see like yellow tape, a square of yellow tape on the beach here, there's a nest in that area. It's still a little bit early, You see more of the yellow tape nesting areas probably in May, June.
Really?
Yeah. Because they're still probably migrating up still from Mexico.
Oh.
Who knows? We had a real late winter. We had a lot of rain this year here.
Yeah, we did.
So when did you move to Santa Maria?
November.
Oh, okay.
Not very long ago. I like this area though. I don't care for Santa Maria. I mean, it's just too big. I have no patience with traffic. The town I came from had 14,000 people and one stoplight.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why I like Lompoc so much.
That's why I moved home when I lived down in Riverside when, me and the kids' dads separated and got divorced. I wanted to raise my kids out of stress because I believe there's a lot of social stress and it's not really safe for kids when you live that close to so many people.
Well, it's good for my mental health.
Well, I want my kids to have freedom to be.
To go to the beach?
Yeah, well, yeah.
To go running?
That have space like I did because it's like I was raised on an acre, but we had thousands of acres behind our house to where we could walk down to the bluffs, slide down the bluffs, go down, maybe pick a few vegetables out of the fields, go swimming in the aqueduct, that the farmers had or whatever, and look at the koi and go hiking, and we'd go in the eucalyptus tree grove and build forts, very useful environmentally, I think it brings kids more environmentally conscious.
We had 100 acres. So I definitely had the opportunity to be outside. And I just don't. I go by the farm.
Yeah, you got to be.
Wasn't aiming
You got to be careful out here because there is rattlesnakes that live in the ice plant.
in the what?
They live in the ice plant.
The ice plant.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting them to be in these rocks here.
Well, that too.
Okay, well I walk way away from.
And
Way away from
one
the
thing you need to
rocks.
know, the California king snakes,
Uh-huh.
they eat rattlesnakes, so they're
I
friendly.
saw that somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think out at the mission the other day we had a nature day, and that was one of the facts. So, and I did see I saw a gopher snake here the other day.
Yeah, one day when I was a beach guard, I was down at the southern border.
How come you don't do that anymore?
Well, my two boys were young and they both had autism, so it's like,
I wondered if your son was on the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is too, that's why
Yeah, I have an older son too that's 23. So when they were both little, it was just too much for me to handle, really anything else, because it was only a temporary position anyway. just for the nesting
Yeah, but
season.
they have volunteer ones now.
Huh?
They have volunteer
Yeah.
beach patrol.
Yeah, now they do.
Yeah, we could do that. And then it's just kind of whenever you want to wander out to the beach.
That's why I volunteer at the Wild Horse Sanctuary. I'd rather be at the Wild Horses.
There you go.
And then the kids can go out there. I raised my kids out there, and they had a lot more fun. They learned how, to do a lot of stuff around the ranch. And my daughter learned a lot about horses through 4-H when I was in 4-H too. So
My son is in a special program at Fresno State for kids on the spectrum.
what does it do?
So he has, it's called Wayfinders. You can look it up online. Wayfinders at Fresno State. They have a number of rooms in student housing, and they bring in 20 kids a year. So they have 20 in their first year, 20 in their second year. It's a 2-year program. And he has 40 hours a week of services. They have coaches that go into the house to make sure that they know how to get along with roommates, that they know how to clean up after themselves, that they know how to keep an inventory of their food and make a shopping list, and they teach them how to use shopping apps, and they take classes on Fresno State. And Austin is also taking classes at Fresno City College right now too. So they have
God, I have just an issue just keeping this one in high school.
Well, you'll have to look into it. It's called Wayfinders.
Okay.
And they're probably getting ready to, think about the next group. Some of the kids are matriculating. Once they have enough skills, they send another group of coaches goes to the classes with the kids to make sure they know how to ask questions and how to advocate for themselves with the professors. And there's 6 different domains and a coach in every domain, or a group of coaches that checks in with the kids in all of the domains. I'm going to go shopping with them so that they learn how to...
Yeah, because that's what my son needs. He needs all that social skills to even just take care of himself, and cook and stuff like that.
One of them is a social, and they're required to do 30 hours of volunteer work per semester. I think it's 20 or 30. And then they have a work experience where each of the semesters that they're there 4 semesters, they work in, they work at a job where they get paid, but these occupations have contracts with the Wayfinders program, and the Wayfinders program is federally funded, so the pay is part the business owner and part federal subsidy, so that the business owner pays like $2 or $3 an hour.
Wow.
And gets an employee, and then the government subsidizes that, so that it's a win-win.
Wow.
So last semester he worked as a sous chef in a hamburger restaurant right across the street from campus, and then this semester he's working at it's called Imago. It's data mining, computer-based data mining.
Oh, wow.
Next semester he's going to work at a
Spider on you.
hospital.
Wow.
So they try to give them a wide variety of experiences so that they can choose wisely when they go for their career. I'm really happy with the program.
Yeah, I can imagine, because
Is he a Tri-Counties client?
Yes.
Or Tri-Counties is paying for it. It's $35,000 a year. Tri-Counties is paying most of it. So I have to pay the rent.
Yeah, see, I've got him in a program to where I'm just trying to keep him in school because his grades are like,
yes, Austin, Well, Austin had a
it's
one-on-one.
hard to keep mine in school.
Well, Austin had a one-on-one. I went to bat for him when he was little.
Well, yeah, I got that too, but then
he has a one-on-one?
Yeah, he had a one-on-one, but then they never gave it to him here. And so he ended up in non-public education 2 years ago because of his behavior, because he never had it. But then once he got here, he's had 3 aides so far in the last year, and they all got fired.
That's special.
So you see where we're going.
I know how hard it is. I mean, we've walked
Well, it's
out.
like, for every IEP meeting I go to, I bring up the fact, okay, I've looked up research on other educational programs other than Common Core, and programs that have been in the public school system, like Fast Forward, which actually works way faster. And they can't give me no information on it. And it's like, well, how come it's not here? But it was in the public school system.
There's a lady in San Luis that does Fast Forward.
Does she?
She's a audiologist.
Where does she work at? Because my son is very, very tech savvy. And he's engineered minder. He's super smart. I mean, he learned a lot off of YouTube alone, how to machine aircraft tools and all this other stuff. And he's just so far ahead that, he has trouble communicating because he got diagnosed with expressive regressive. So it's like, he's learning, coming out of his shell. But, it's coming out in his own time and effort. Yeah.
Look into Wayfinders. Like I said, Tri-Counties is paying the bill.
Wayfinders?
Wayfinders.
Okay. I'll be calling Vanessa Perez, our intake coordinator.
Yeah, and he was actually referred there.
Was it for younger kids too, or just college?
He's Austin. No, it's just college. And I think it's 18 to 26, and Austin is on the outer edge. He's 25 now, so he's on the outer edge of, and I didn't find it until last year. So we're lucky that he was accepted, and he's doing well in the program, and I am really happy with the program.
Was Vanessa Perez your intake coordinator here? No.
Oh. We were Tuscadero.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's why San Luis Obispo.
Yeah, no, but we went to the...
Yeah, because she's in the Santa Maria office.
Yeah, I haven't met anybody down here yet.
Their office is down near, do you know where the airport is?
Yes.
You go straight down Skyway, and you take Skyway, and then it curves around, and then you make a left on Fairview, and you go less than half a block, and it's right there on the left.
So I've applied to 4 different jobs there, and don't even bother hearing back from them.
Where? At Tri-Counties? I just saw them looking for
I know.
a new coordinator.
Every single one of those I've applied for.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, what about SELPA? Have you tried with SELPA?
Well, that's the school, that's the Office of Education.
Yeah, it's totally different, SELPA.
I don't want to work for SELPA.
Yeah. SELPA is like, they're like, I was so mad because there's so much illegal stuff that happened to my son with his IEPs throughout the years, both of them.
I just left my job as a elementary school principal because I was so fed up with public education. I couldn't even work there anymore.
Where were you at?
I'm in Soledad.
Oh, wow.
So my husband was working down here and I was working up there, and it was stressful not living together and maintaining 2 houses, and so I just got fed up with all of it, and I turned in my resignation. I said I will finish out the school year and I'm not coming back.
Wow.
So I didn't, and I don't, I got down here and I started looking for jobs with the school district, and every time I did, I got this big pit in my stomach. I just don't want to do this anymore.
Well, you know what? It's not like it used to be since SB 277 is out here, and now Senator Pan's trying to push SB 276, and so now they're trying to mandate vaccines by July. They want everybody. It doesn't matter if you have an exemption or not. They want the kids mandated, and vaccinated. It's like, I'm not going to vaccinate my son. You can't force me to. It's my constitutional right. I mean, it's already been deemed not unconstitutional. Yeah.
I can't believe these guys carry. These are conservation cops, and they carry.
Probably because of border protection,
upset with that thing that got stuck in her foot that she just
Aw.
panted herself to oblivion here. Are you calm now? Huh? She's 17.
Oh my goodness, she looks so
I
young.
know, she's not. And I worry about her constantly.
Do you take her to the dog parks at all in summer? No.
No, she doesn't like dogs, and she's just old.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a good thing for her.
She's a little toy poodle, huh?
She's a Bichon Frise.
Oh, okay.
A dirty, matted Bichon Frise with burrs in her tail. Yes, and she probably won't let mommy get them out either. Huh. I have to call the groomer. So,
Well, they're not in there, tangled in there, you know, so they should be pretty easy to get out.
she has really sensitive skin, and the older she gets, the more.
It looks like, yeah, her skin's a little pink. You have to put like sunblock on.
She's not outside that much. She's kind of spoiled. I hate to say it about my own baby, but she's kind of spoiled. Yeah, she's a little spoiled. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hello.
They don't let you on the beach?
No, it's closed for the plover nesting season. It won't be open till 1st of September
SurfBeach is open though.
for a half-mile stretch.
Yeah.
What is it you're saying?
There's another beach that's just over the ridge over there, and there's water, beach access, so
Yeah.
that you can at least get to the water and take.
Yeah,
pictures
it's
and
just a
photos.
half-mile stretch each direction that's open. Yeah.
Is that
But-
the one we went to?
Down by the rail, it's a railroad, railroad.
Oh, by the
Amtrak station, yeah.
Amtrak.
The one right there.
Yeah.
But you're saying what's going on with the reason why they have it closed is
The western snowy plover nesting season runs from April through the end of August.
okay.
That's why.
All right.
They migrate, from Mexico. Yeah.
And they build their nest. They don't build a nest. They just kind of drop their eggs in the middle of the sand, so they're easy to
Easy.
step on.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Okay. Well, thank you.
But you can get to the water down the way a little bit, and
Do you park at the Amtrak station?
Yeah.
and then walk
Yeah.
across the tracks and right down
Yeah.
the hill, and there you go.
There you go. Okay. Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
Have a beautiful day.
It's amazing to me how many people just find this place.
Mm-hmm.
How do they find it? It's way out in the middle of nowhere. And people that
They probably stopped at the
Chamber of Commerce.
Mhm.
How do
Probably.
they find Lompoc?
You would be, Lompoc is very renowned for the flowers and for, when I moved here,
I've
that's
never
all there
seen
was.
flowers.
And then because of what happened in 2001, they grew the larkspur flower flag. That was to the flag specifications. It covered like 9 acres.
Really?
It was in full bloom and it was beautiful.
Did they keep it? I mean, is it still there?
No.
Oh. So larkspur doesn't come back year after year.
No, it's annual, I think, is what they call it. And then, but yeah, it was beautiful though, to see it bloom. And it was in full bloom in the summer of 2000.
Was it on the side of a hill?
No,
Well, then
there's
you would-
all on flat land. But see, Bodger Hill, we hiked up the Bodger Hill to see it.
Oh, okay. So I'm
in
saying
full
you would
bloom.
have to almost be in an airplane if you were going to.
Yeah, they had
a
airplanes
hill view.
taking photographers up in aircraft taking pictures and stuff. And then Hugh Hauser did a episode on it back when he was alive. He used to do a series here in California called California's Gold, and this is one of his last series. What's this?
Whoops.
Oh, you found rocks. What are you gonna do with the rocks? For what? Eating fossils or no?
Also, would be deeper.
Wayfinders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I gotta go get her some water. Go home and make dinner. My husband will be home soon.
Well, my name is Sherry.
I'm Leslie.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet
Leslie.
you, And maybe we'll see each other again. Thank you for all the background information.
Yeah.
I love coming out and talking to people. Thinking a little
Yeah,
about
so do I. I always enjoy it too because, you know, the movie Sideways was shot here in Lompoc. And so JFK even came to Lompoc. There's a picture of him where he ate dinner here down the Prisma building, which is like 1 block from downtown from H and Ocean. And then,
Was he out here at Vandenberg? That's why.
well, it was when he was campaigning back in 1960s. Yeah, he stopped in here and had dinner in Lompoc. He wanted to see Lompoc. So they hang the picture in the Prisma building where he had the dinner.
Cool.
Yeah, which I think
gotta
is
get
really
to
cool.
I gotta get to the museum. Everybody tells me gotta go to the museum. I haven't done
Yeah, because we have a dolomite mine, and they have dolphin fossils in the chalk.
There's
His-
a dolomite mine here.
Yeah, that's where the train tracks that you cross when you come down here. That's where they go. They go downtown, and then they go up into Miguelito Canyon where the mine is.
I did not know that. What do they do with the dolomite?
Well, it's chalk, but
So
that's where they.
sell it to schools or
Yeah.
schools.
All this area was ancient ocean, so they found dolphin fossils inside the rocks up there.
Where the I hear there's caves where you can see Shumash painting. Where are those?
Oh, you know what? There's some on North Vandenberg, but there's some also too back. I forget where in the canyons of Highway 154. You'd have to probably, yeah, you probably have to check the Park Service for that.
I want to see those. If I
I think there's like painted cave roads or something like that off of 154. Is where all that is. So let me see your collection here. Are you gonna put those in the garden, Loren? Maybe.
can. If I share
Okay, bye, Leslie.
Bye.
What's that?
Reveille. I mean, it's the end of the duty day. They do this for every military. It means it's 4:30.
4:30.
Yeah. That's the end of the duty day.
Every day at this time.
You know what? That's odd. I hadn't heard it since, like, basic training, but I think maybe, you know, with this president, he probably, you know, changed everything up a bit. Oh, look, here comes Amtrak. Look, see him over there? It's going to come right here if you want to wait.
Okay, the Star Spangled Banner every day at 4:30.
Yeah, probably does. So we have Amtrak arriving, and
Are they gonna stop down at the other beach?
yeah, he'll stop. He'll either keep going or it will stop. It depends on which line it is, because there's 2 different lines that travel down that go down to as far as San Diego. One stops, the other one doesn't. How beautiful. We had Reveille and the National Anthem playing. And here comes Amtrak. Yeah, I always wave to the people from the beach when I'm down the beach.
I hope they got off the tracks.
Mm-hmm. Here they come. Down. Oh, well, yeah, they are. Now he's got the brakes on. Yeah, it is going to stop.
He did not like that at all.
Oh,
Mom, I'm out of here.
yeah. It is loud. And you know, one year when I was a beach guard out here, there was people climbing underneath. They were from Orange County. The people from LA were so rude. They were climbing underneath here, and then a train was coming. And it's like, you know what? You people are
Somebody told me that.
playing Russian roulette with your health.
Somebody told me that the homeless sleep up there on the wooden platform.
Yeah, there was a big problem with them in the river up when you come into town. I forget how many 14 tons of trash is what they removed last year. A lot. You got my keys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You see, this is coyote.
Okay.
Yeah, coyotes
Did
come out
somebody
here.
walk in it, or is it always that? Because there was some out there.
No,
No, it's always that flat?
no, I don't know if it's always that flat, but I just know how to identify it because we've got mountain lions out here too, and bobcats, wild pheasants, quail. You know, especially out by the mission. But you know,
I have rattlesnakes out there too.
yeah. It's like I haven't seen.
That's a busy hopping place out there, I tell you.
But-
There's something going on out there almost every week and every weekend.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
I do too.
And you know, my uncle was part of the New Deal.
Was he?
Mm-hmm. Back in 1938.
Was he here? Was he working
Yeah.
on the mission?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
My mother remembers. My mother remembered
Well,
when
he
she
did
was
a good
6.
job.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
How you doing?
My mom was 6 back then. And she was born in 1932, so yeah.
They're not going across the fence, right?
No. No. We've got surveillance cameras out here. Everything's surveillance camera now. They'll just mail you a ticket.
I've seen some.
They'll follow you to your cars, you know?
There's been a police truck, conservation police truck, kind of buried in the brush over there in the entrance.
Yeah, probably watching people, you know?
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure they're watching. Wow. They.
Because there's no internet access out here, just so you know. Yeah.
Well, I called in the other day when I was out here. There's not internet, but there's cell service.
There's no cell service here except for emergency only.
Well, it worked for me the other day,
Really?
right here in the parking lot. So
Yeah, it didn't work for me.
there were kids trying to cross the fence, and so we're told if you see people trying to cross the fence, just call it in.
Yeah.
Don't do anything or say anything. So I called it in, and I was right here in the parking lot, and it worked fine.
Yeah.
So I know I'm lucky because I don't have internet out here.
Yeah. Well, it's one thing good to know. At least you have emergency service. If you don't,
That's true. Yeah, I didn't even bring my phone out of the car today. It's been really super mellow. They were worried about the kids, on spring break reaching the fence out there, but I only saw them once. So that's good.
Okay. Well,
Talking to you. We'll see you again.
yeah. Have a good day, Leslie.